Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be looking at episode 2 of What If Civilization Started Over. In the last episode, we saw events happen such as, civilization starting, which is civilization starting is pretty important. We also saw the formation of the first country over here in the Baltics. And as you can see, I've made some maps. I made a religion later. Currently, there's only 3 religions if you count this offspring of the red religion in the French country. I have also updated the provinces, so now the countries have provinces. I also updated the year, so it's negative 940 BC. I also added names to the countries. I gave them ideologies. So the countries that are hold on. So the red country and the Danish country are oligarchs. The blue country is an absolute monarch. These two are absolute dictators, and the French country and the Kaliningrad country are theocracies, which if you don't know what that means, they're religion based. I also added power rankings, which of course is just these 7 countries, so. But yeah, without further ado, let's get started. Hope you like and subscribe. Let's go. So the first events that we are gonna crap. Hang on, technical difficulties. There we go, that's better. So yeah, the first events that we'll see is just some exploration by the French because they want to find out, what's happening. They want to find out what's happening around them. Meanwhile, we are gonna see some more exploration into Sweden by the Jutlandish, I think that's what it's called, possibly, and the Finnish. As we see, the Finns also have their Swedish colony, and yeah, they're able to just do pretty well. Anyways, obviously, we can't go an episode without a conflict, because there's always conflict in the world, always. So the conflict we'll be seeing is over here because due to some issues, the Orange country decides to attack Denmark, or Jutland, which is kind of stupid considering if we look at the power rankings, they are weaker than them. So yeah, pretty dumb decision, but when do politicians ever make good decisions? So we see the German forces start pushing in, and they get pretty far until the Jutlandish army gets here, and they push back. They don't fully push them out as they make a defensive along this line here, but it does definitely help. Although, of course, the Jutlandish people, they're not just going to let this happen, and they're able to actually make a naval landing. The orange team is now peeing their pants because their capital is surrounded, and, well, yeah. And you want to know what happens in medieval times when a country is collapsing? You guessed it, the ultimate jumping of the century, as the yellow team takes whatever they want, and the green team is going to take whatever they want, or France and Danzig. So we see them pushing in, and so despite issues, yeah, we see the war ending. So, and obviously the provinces aren't too big, so of course, yeah, it's not going to be too great, but the French will take this. The Danzigians will take this, and the Jutlandish people will take this. Now, so what's gonna happen with this here? Well, there are two choices: either fade into existence, or they can try and survive. And then, being the idiots they are, they're gonna try and survive because you can definitely survive off not even having a coast and being the weakest country in the world. Anyways, besides that, we see some more exploration inward. And some people are like, this place is kind of nice, even though we don't have. Nope. This place, people are saying this place is kind of nice, even though we don't have access to the water. So yeah, we see just them fully explore all of this. Exploration. Also, if anyone knows how I can fill this in with the eraser, I'd really appreciate it, because I don't know how. Yep, some exploration inward takes place, and then they find a lake, and they realize that, hold on a minute, they could be on an island, because if there's water north of them, and there's water south of them, and there's water this way, and the Finnish know that there's water upways, they are possibly real. Hi, my dog's here. No. Come here, go. No. My dog is under my desk right now. Luna, come on. Out. Luna, go. Luna, stop. Luna, come here. Come here, go. Luna, go. Come here. Okay, I got my dog out from under my desk. There's a storm by me right now, so she's very scared. Hi. I'm petting her. Okay. Sorry about that. Heading back. Yeah, so they explore around. Obviously, they aren't going to be able to explore the Alps. So the French, actually, while exploring, they reach the Alps, and they're like, dang it, because they realize, yeah, we're kind of stuck. So yeah, they're gonna be very annoyed by this fact that they can't cross the Alps. Although, I mean, technically they could if they go around, but they really don't feel like it. They obviously can't explore the Alps, to be fair. So yeah. And of course, there's mountains in Italy and over here. So they explore down, but a lot of these explorers kind of don't like their countries. It's very common nowadays. So we are gonna see a couple of countries form. One, we are going to see a Greco country form down here, or a Greek, I don't know why I said Gecko. And we're also going to see a Italian or Napoleon country form down here in Naples. So now that we have the areas that they will be forming in laid out, it is time to form the country. So the Napoleon country will look like this. And they're not going to have too much, and I also need to explore that. So yeah, the Napoleons, they're not going to have too much, but it's alright. And the Greeks, they are going to take some land. They are going to be a gold. Nope, is that gold? No, that's not gold. This is gold. They're going to be a gold country. And also, I'm not stealing this from a Norwegian, because I know he has a gold country. So yeah, there we go. Of course, they're going to need to make some capitals and some major cities. And we will see them do that. They are going to be able to make a major city pretty well. Right there and right there. And of course, since it's their only major city, it'll be their capital. Anyways, the French are going to kind of do some stuff. By stuff, I mean rapidly expanding. So they expand pretty far out. But obviously the fact that they're expanding a lot is not good because, when a country gets too big, normally it leads to rebellion. Just ask the Romans or the Mongols or the British or any other big country, to be honest. Ask the Americans. They had the American Civil War. I mean, they're alive. I mean, technically not. Never mind. Yeah. But, clearly, it's it. Oh, man. So, yeah, despite there no being major cities here, we see a Octanian country revolt. So, yeah, let's get started. And so, yeah, this country, they're just gonna fight. Like, of course, the French, they are strong, so they are gonna push back, but, it's not gonna go too well. And a lot of French people, seeing the deteriorating state of their country, they're gonna leave. So a lot of this land that they just took is, like, gonna be, like, they're just gonna get rid of it. Like, so so France probably just went from one of the strongest countries, if not the strongest, to kind of low on the list. Meanwhile, though, we of course will see another country forming out of the people who left, and they will form on the Alps. So, yay. This is just gonna be like a Swiss country. They're not stable at. They don't even have a capital yet. Like, they're not gonna get a capital. They are not stable at all. If you thought they were stable, then you might be unstable. So yeah, but this southern French country is gonna get pretty far until the French, they're like, okay, can we like not fight anymore? Like, you just take what you want. Just please don't kill us. And these guys are like, okay, I'm cool with that. So yeah, there's obviously not too many provinces since a lot of the land was just taken. But yeah, this is what it looks like. And so these countries are now, these guys are now their own country. They only have one city, so I think you can guess where their capital is going to be. Their capital is going to be on Corsica. No, I'm kidding. Capital's going to be here. And so just like that, we already have 4 new countries. Of course, though, you can't have development without a little bit of war, because we're about to see a certain country get attacked. What country is that? Well, Kaliningrad broke away from the red team last episode, and they have pretty ugly borders. And the red team also wants this land back since it's their one of the most developed areas of the red team. So they're gonna push into Kaliningrad and get pretty far. So a certain country who they actually have pretty good relations with. Oh man. So yeah, the blue team is gonna storm into the red team like really fast. Another thing is also because like these areas up here, they share the same religion as the blue team. These guys don't. But up here, these guys do. So these guys are gonna join the blue team and leave the red team because they share the same religion as the blue team. So the red team is now pretty worried because, well, I think you can maybe guess why. Kaliningrad does surrender. The Kaliningrad falls, but we do see the blue team making pretty big advancements. And so Baltica has 2 choices: either continue to fight or just either lose or get their land back, or just kind of let them do whatever the heck they want. They choose option 1 to just surrender. So we do see them gaining all of Kaliningrad, but they are gonna lose a lot of land up here. As we see them losing a couple of provinces. They don't lose too much, but they do lose all this. And interestingly enough, we see the blue team only taking this. Now, why? Well, my friends, Fredolino, Bingabinaring, something. Because we are actually going to be seeing the first puppet nation being created, and now I'm going to have to tediously do this. And you guys get to watch it, because I don't know how to edit. Yeah. So. I'm trying to learn. While I'm doing this, we can talk. I'm trying to figure out how to edit. It's so hard. I don't have a program. It's like I don't know. There we go. All right. So now, of course, that's not gonna be their color because that's the invading color of the blue team. So I think I'll make it like that. There we go. So yeah, the red team is of course not happy about this. They just lost so much land. But hey, at least they got Kaliningrad, which honestly was probably worth it. Like, sure, they lost this, but although something bad does happen, something known as ethnic cleansing, as the blue team, they kind of help their they kind of help them. They kind of help their puppet make people here join their religion, which is not good, so to say. So yeah, it's only on the border though. Meanwhile, though, we are actually gonna see a new religion forming. We're gonna see a couple actually, because these guys are gonna make a new religion and share it. They're actually gonna share the same religion. The Greeks and the Napoleon people. So they have the Greek religion. These guys, they're gonna have the same religion as the French though, but besides that, yeah. And then of course we're gonna see, this land just have people become religious here. Cause well, people are gonna be religious. So yeah. Religionified. Of course there are people like outside of the border who have some of the religion, but you never know. So yeah. Anyways, moving on, we are going to see a couple of major cities be built across these countries. We're going to finally see this country get a major city so they can have a capital. So yeah, we're going to see a couple of major cities. Naples builds two, and Greece, being like a champ, they build a lot of major cities. They build a couple. And I also just realized for some reason they have this land, but it's not colored, so. So, why is that? I have no clue. Did I fix it? Yes, I did. Now, I'm gonna give this country a capital. And we're gonna see some of these countries start expanding out. Specifically the orange team, because they, of course, they want land. They just got absolutely destroyed in a war. Luna, stop sitting on my headphone cable. They just got absolutely destroyed in a war, so yeah, they kind of want to expand to make themselves more recognized. Of course, they're not going to do that because they're really bad at keeping their country from collapsing. You know what? Yeah, I'll stick with that. Okay, because they're bad at keeping their country from not collapsing. So yeah. Okay. Anyways, some more stuff that we'll be seeing happening is the Jutlandish people. They are gonna go ahead and make themselves a colony on the Swedish peninsula. It's not gonna be like too big of a colony, but a colony nonetheless. So as you can see, this is what it looks like. And the Danish, they kind of have like a whole monopoly over the sea here. It's pretty interesting. Doggy, what are you doing? Hi. My dog is so cute. Nope. Anyways, we are gonna see some expansion by the red team as they're gonna go ahead and take this island. Meanwhile, though, the Finnish. Let's redo that. Meanwhile, though, the Finnish, they are gonna expand their colony. But as we know, they are doing some ethnic cleansing, so just kind of bop. Yeah, so the Swedish, they kind of just rebel, and the Finnish, they're of course upset about this, so they're gonna attack them. And so the Finnish forces, they're gonna move in to the Swedish land, but so you kind of also just really annoyed a country earlier, so well, yeah. So the red team's gonna push into Finland and their colony because, or their puppet, because Finns kind of invaded them earlier, and they're of course not happy about that. So now that Finland's attracted in Sweden, they're gonna do that. Finland temporarily integrates their colony into their country. I'm good. But Finland makes a smart decision. They let the Swedish live, and well. Oh man! So the red team's realizing they really screwed up, and well, yeah, they screwed up so much that their capital gets taken and this island. So the red team they're gonna surrender. So, now that the Swedes are independent, which makes a lot of sense, we are gonna, well, yeah, so, the puppet state, yeah, they're gonna take some land. So just a second. So yeah, this puppet's now pretty big, and Finland also has this island. So the Swedes, they're gonna make themselves a major city in what would be modern day Stockholm, and of course they're gonna make themselves a capital. Meanwhile, though, in the background, country actually existed, but they were trying to hide from people. But a country discovered them. The country who's been very interested in Scandinavia lately. That's gonna be Jutland, obviously, because, well, they've been doing stuff in Scandinavia, and it's, yeah. I'm not gonna say what stuff they've been doing because it's maybe bad, but yeah. But anyways, they find the Norwegian people, and they're like, oh wow, there's other humans here. Which, I mean, to be fair, they also found the, yeah. But the Norwegians, they're alive. They're a country. Of course, they have their own religion. Because, I mean, like, well, they're a different country. So, severely doubt, that they would have, like, a whole nother religion, like, the same religion as these guys. It's very unlikely they would. And also, we see some more ethnic cleansing take place. Not fully yet. And also, of course, the Swedes are the same religion as. They may not like this country, but they're not going to change their religion just because they don't like them. Like, they're going to keep the same religion. But, yes, once I finish this, after this, that's might be it. Actually, hold on. I do have one final event I would like to do. Now that the religion is out of the way. The last event that we will be seeing take place is just these guys are gonna expand a bit. So we just kind of see like Europe basically getting filled in almost. Like we just see, yeah. Now, of course, there will definitely be more countries next episode, because like obviously this land is unstable. But yeah, but that will be it for today's video. If you all enjoyed, please like and subscribe. I know these videos aren't that high quality, but I'm trying. I'm really trying. But yeah, without further ado, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications so you will know when I upload. And I will see all of you in the next episode of What If Civilization Started Over. Thank you for watching. Goodbye!